we go.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the August 24th, 2023 virtual meeting of the Jersey City Zoning Board of Adjustment. Since COVID and consistent with state law, we are holding our meetings via Zoom. I would like to call this meeting to order. I would like to ask Francisco Espinoza to please take roll call.
So I see Commissioner, give me 1 second. Commissioner Shadid,
Yes.
Commissioner Patel,
Yes,
Commissioner Park,
Here.
and Madam Chair Coyle.
Present.
We have a total of 4 commissioners present tonight.
Okay. Are there any sunshine announcements that you would like to share with us?
Yes. In accordance with the Open Publics Meeting Act, notice has been given to the Jersey Journal, the Jersey City Reporter, El Especialito, and posted with the city clerk on Monday, August 21st, 2023. We have the notices to be marked.
Okay, this will be B1 in evidence for tonight's meeting. B1.
Can we all please stand for the flag salute? I pledge allegiance
To
to
the
the
flag
flag of the United
United
States
States
of
of
America
America
and
and
to
to the republic
for which it
that
stands,
stands
one
one
nation,
nation
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
with
with
liberty
liberty and
and
justice.
justice for all.
Bridget, can we please swear in any staff members?
Yes. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this proceeding will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes,
Thank you.
Is there any correspondence that needs to be shared?
yes, let me share my screen. Okay, other than, oh, actually, let me start with, we do have 2 withdrawals. So in withdrawal, item 6, this is item A, case Z23-021. It was for an A appeal. The address is 313.5 4th Street. It's being withdrawn due to inaction and has exceeded 120-day time of decision. Item B, case Z23-011. This is for a C variance. The address is 309 Chapel Avenue. It's also being withdrawn due to inaction and has exceeded 120-day time of decision. This application also had a violation. In terms of adjournments, these remain the same from the previous meeting. Item 8, new business. So we have item 9 moving forward. This is case Z2023-0005. The address is 144 Erie. This is the only item moving forward. Every item below it, so item 10, case Z22-089. The address is 128 Glenwood Avenue. Item 11, case Z22-047. The address is 192 Cambridge Avenue. Item 12, case Z23-004. The address is 6470 Oakland Avenue and 77 Fleet Street. Item 15, case Z22-005. The address is 65 Broome Street. Item 16, case Z22-107. The address is 68 Wayne Street. All the items have requested to carry to the September 7th meeting with preservation of notice. So the only item again that is moving forward today is item number 9, which is 144 Erie Street.
Okay. Okay, so can we please promote Mr. James Cornell?
Promoting James Cornell.
So while we're doing that, Bridget, this case did have notices attached to it. And I've reviewed the notices and the affidavit and proof of service. So Bridget will mark it A1 for this application.
Okay, this will be A1 in evidence.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, thank you. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this proceeding will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. And please state and spell your full name for the record.
James Cornell, James, Cornell, which is Cornell.
Thank you.
Okay, you can begin.
Is it sharing my screen? Or
Let me know if it works now.
Oh, I have to share it. I apologize. Okay. The property is located in the Hamilton Park neighborhood. This is Hamilton Park right here, and this is my property here. I'm asking for a C variance for the rear deck. This is the property currently. This over here is the rear deck, a 6-foot deck. This dotted line shows where the deck projects with my neighbors. The deck does not project past this person's deck or this extension at the corner house. I have a 75-foot yard that's irregular. So currently the backyard is around 28 feet. And the 6-foot deck would make it 22'3". The steps that come out, which I put on the long side of the property, would make it 15 foot from the last step to the longest part of my property. It's got this little dog leg in it for whatever reason. I'm sorry, I don't know why it's doing that. And then the other side of the property, this part here is 6 foot roughly sticking out. The deck is let's see, I can't read that, apologize. 5'9" off the ground, the current grade, and it comes off the back kitchen area in the rear of the house. So this is an elevation of it. Currently, there is the sliders come off the back, and there's no access to the rear yard. And I was putting the deck on the back to have access to the rear yard. The deck is a steel railing with a wooden cap, and the stairs come down with wooden treads. It's a teak cap rail around the deck with black painted steel and the teak decking, or I apologize, Ipe decking and top cap. That's it.
Mr. Cornell, let me ask you this question so we can just help you along here for the moment.
Sure.
You did go before the Historic Preservation Commission and
Yes,
they
I-
approved your project, correct?
Correct.
And in the Historic Preservation recommendation, they listed a number of conditions, we'll call it that way, for their approval. You've seen these conditions, correct?
Yes, I have.
And you'll abide by those conditions, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and in the interim, we also have a staff report that Francisco is going to go into a little more depth on. And one of the things in the report basically says that, listen, you have an irregular lot.
Yes.
And essentially the rear lot line should be 30%, right? As a 30% setback. But you do have 30% now with this, 30% of your 75-foot, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so if we're doing with a strict math that you need 30% for a rear lot line, you have that. Albeit
Yes.
you don't have 30 feet.
I don't have 30 feet, correct.
All right, that's great. So Francisco, wherever you are, if you want to talk about the staff report, that would be great.
Yeah, we want to do that after public comment or before?
I'm sorry, yeah, I didn't think they were, yes, let's call for the public if they're here.
I'm gonna stop.
Here on this.
Yes. Are there
Sorry.
any members of the public? That's okay, Vin. Are there any members of the public out there, Francisco? Is there anyone to make comments?
At this time, I do not see any hands raised for this application.
Okay. Do we have any comments or questions from the other commissioners? Okay, can we hear from Francisco? Can we hear the staff report, please?
Yeah, so let me share my screen so everyone can see it. This is also posted onto the data portal. So briefly, the application is proposing a 6-foot deep rear yard deck with stairs that extend 7 feet and 3 inches further into the rear yard. The applicant is required to seek a C variance, which is why they're here today. The applicant sought and received approval from the Historic Preservation Commission at its August 14th, 2023 meeting under application H22-438. It is in the opinion of the staff that this application can be granted as a classic C1 hardship variance. The property is roughly 25% smaller than the minimum required lot depth, which the 30 feet rear yard setback standard was written for. The planning division has consistently recommended that the zoning move away from static setback and instead move to more of a dynamic percentage based. The lots in Jersey City, especially in historic districts, and particularly for lot depth, are more often irregular and non-conforming than they are conforming. So the 30-foot setback is essentially the same as 30% of the lot depth. Since the standard was written based on a depth of 100 feet, 30% of the lot depth in the applicant's case would be 22 feet and 5 inches, which is exactly what they're proposing to meet. Additionally, the proposed depth is not excessive and is consistent with other rear yard setbacks along the block, as the applicant briefly showed. Overall, staff recommends approval, provided that the applicant complies with all conditions imposed by the Historic Preservation Commission under its approval of H22-438. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Before I ask for a motion to vote, do any of the commissioners have any questions now at this time of Francisco? Okay, I'm asking for a motion to vote on case number Z 2023-0005. Can I get a motion?
Yep, motion. I don't have the numbers in front of me. You
Okay.
just read them though.
Can I get a second? I think you're quiet.
Second.
Okay, Mr. Francisco, can you take the vote, please?
On a motion to approve case Z 2023-0005, Commissioner Shadid,
Yes.
Commissioner Patel,
Aye.
Commissioner Park,
Yes,
and Madam Chair Coyle.
Yes,
Motion carries, all in favor.
aye.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Mr. Cornell. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good night.
Take care. Good night.
Good night.
Okay, then I think we move to memorializing some of the of a resolution, one resolution. I have. Okay,
We only have one to
okay,
memorialize. And that was case Z 23-024. It was a 2-year extension of a prior approval. The applicant was Noran, that's Nooran LLC, 319 and 321 Old Bergen Road. We heard that on July 20th. Present July 20th was Acting Chairwoman Arroyo, Commissioners Donnelly, Shadid, Brown, Zablicki, Park, and Patel. And that passed 7 in favor and none opposed. So all in favor of memorializing that?
aye.
Aye.
That's all I have to memorialize, so that may be all the business we have.
So we have no need for an executive session, no need to discuss litigation, personnel, any other matters.
No,
All right, then I motion to adjourn the meeting. Can I get a second?
second.
All in favor to adjourn the meeting? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Oh, my goodness.
well, we'll see you in September and we'll bring something to, because I imagine we'll be here a long time. And
Yes. Couple of breaks.
All right. All right, good
Enjoy.
night.
See you.
night.
Everybody,
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
good night.
Good night.